Hello everyone, and welcome to part 2 of my Herald of Perfection deck profile. So in this video I'll go through some of the combos that you can do with this deck, and to begin with I'll go through what is probably the best hand that you can open up with. So that includes Herald of Perfection, or a way to get to it, the Agent of Creation Venus, a Dawn of the Herald, a Preparation of Rites, / Cyber of Benton, and a Pot of Avarice. So to begin with, what we're going to do is we're going to activate our Preparation of Rites to add one copy of Cyber of Benton from deck to hand. From here we're going to activate Dawn of the Herald, tributing our Cyber of Benton to special summon out our Herald of Perfection. We're then going to trigger the effect of both Cyber Angel Benton as Chainlink 1 and Dawn of the Herald as Chainlink 2. So we banish Dawn of the Herald, add Benton, and then Benton adds a Light Fairy from deck to hand, and we want to get Archlord Christia. So now that we have Herald of Perfection on the field, we're protected from any sort of hand trap that our opponent can throw at us. Next we want to normal summon out our Agent of Creation Venus, activate his effect 3 times, paying 500 each time, to special summon out Mystic Shine Ball from the deck. Next we're going to link one copy of Mystic Shine Ball off for, not that one, let me find it, for our Link Spider. Then we're going to link another one off for our copy of Imduk. So with 1, 2, 3, 4, we link into Saryuja, activates effect to draw 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we can choose what we keep and what we shuffle back. So I'd probably keep this for follow-up plays and shuffle these ones back. So I'll just quickly shuffle. And now, because we have exactly 4 fairies in our grave with 1, 2, 3, 4, we can special summon out Archlord Christia to our field. You'll get the attack boost from Saryuja, and then we can add back just another card for discard, so we can add the Agent of Creation Venus. Coincidentally, if we didn't draw the Agent of Creation Venus off of Saryuja, then Christia is a great way for recycling it back. Next, what we want to do is activate our Pot of Avarice. So the cards we want to shuffle back in is Link Spider, Imduk, and your 3 Mystic Shine Balls, because that puts your combos live again if for some reason you need to do it again. So I'll just quickly spread those out so that they are properly shuffled. I'll shuffle the deck before drawing 2. Hopefully you don't draw one of them, because as I said, that's the garnet in the deck. So we draw 1, 2. So this is what our end board looks like. We've got 4 negates set up with the Herald of Perfection, and neither player can special summon at the minute. So unless our opponent opens up like a Dark Ruler No More or a Forbidden Droplet, then you're going to go on and win this game from here. So that is the first combo. This next combo is a very quick one. It just involves the Agent of Creation Venus. So say you're going first and you've opened up a hand that won't let you get to the Herald of Perfection, then this is one of the best moves that you can do. So you want to summon out the Agent of Creation Venus, activate his effect 3 times, hopefully your opponent doesn't have a Gamma or something, to get all 3 of your Shine Balls out. Next you want to link these 2 off for a copy of IP Masquerena, and then you want to link these 2 off, let's get it, for your Herald of Mirage Lights. So this will allow us to go into an Avermax on our opponent's turn. The reason you want to go into Herald of Mirage Lights because you'll probably have a few more fairies in your hand, but if you go to activate IP's effect and they maybe have some form of quick spell that could negate it, then you can use the Herald of Mirage Lights to make sure that the effect goes through. So yeah, that's just a very simple turn 1 board. This next combo is a going second combo, again with the Agent of Creation Venus. I promise this will be the last one focusing on this card. It's just because it's such a good card to play, and I'm just trying to show that it's worth playing this card even for the garnets. So in this scenario, we're going second and our opponent has a problematic boss monster on the field that we need to deal with. So we're going to summon out our Agent of Creation Venus. Bear in mind we could try bait out some negates as well with a few other things. And then we're going to use Venus's effect 3 times to get out our Mystic Shine Ball. So we want to link our Shine Balls into a copy of Hippo Shinnigan. We then want to link our last Shine Ball into Imduk, the World Chalice Guard Dragon. So from here we can go into either our copy of Borrello Dragon using these 3 cards as material, or if we want to go into Avramax, we could instead link these 2 away for a link 2. Next I thought I'd show some test hands just to see what we can do when we open up some less than optimal hands, or to see what kind of cards we'd play first in the deck. So I'll just quickly shuffle it. They're already shuffled, but just so the camera can see. And I'll cut the deck, and then I'll draw 5 cards because this deck really wants to go first. 4, 5. So this is really good opening hand. We're going to get a Herald of Perfection out. So I would lead with the preparation of rites, just because we don't really need the Dawn of the Herald adding to the hand because we already have one. So if this gets negated, then we can always go into Extra Foolish Burial. Let's say it doesn't get negated, so it goes to grave. Then we activate Extra Foolish Burial. We pay half our life points, and we want to send 1 copy of Herald of the Arclight from our extra deck to the grave. We will activate Herald of the Arclight's effect to add our, wherever it is, Herald of Perfection from deck to hand. Next, we'll activate Dawn of the Herald by tributing off our Cyber Angel Benton to special summon out the Herald of Perfection. We then use Cyber Angel Benton Chainlink 1, Dawn of the Herald Chainlink 2. We add Benton back to hand, which means we now have 2 negates, and we use Benton to fetch ourselves an Agent of Creation Venus. So we haven't used our normal summon yet, which is really handy, which means we can now actually go into Saryuja. So normal summon Venus, uses effect 3 times. I'll just grab the 3 Mystic Shine Balls. 1, 2, 3. And I'll shuffle because we're going to go into Saryuja. So these 3 have all been summoned out by our Agent of Creation. So we want to link away 2 of them. And we want to go into, first we want a copy of Link Spider, because his arrow points down, and we want then Imduk. We then link away 1, 2, 3, 4 for a copy of Saryuja Skuldred. We then activate Saryuja's effect to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is still a decent opening hand, so we've got 3 negates in here, and we've got Saryuja and a Herald of Perfection on the field. So this will probably stop most decks if you know what to negate, just so they can't start off very well. So I'll do one more test hand just to see how things go. To end up the video, I thought I'd show a going second hand just to see how we try and break our opponent's board. So I did actually start filming this, and I did shuffle that deck, and I did draw this hand, and then I knocked the camera over, so I couldn't use that. So you just have to trust me that I drew this hand. I just wanted to use this hand as an example because it's actually quite a versatile hand, and it'll allow us to play through quite a few negates. So yeah, just trust me on that one. So we can actually play through 3 negates here to get ourselves a Herald of Perfection. If we lead with the 2 Preparation of Rites and a Manju, then our opponent will probably negate those, say they had 3 negates on the field, and then we can just fall through with our pre-preparation of rites. However, one Herald of Perfection isn't that good. So say they only had 2 negates, I'll just go with that just for example, for argument's sake. So they negate our 2 preparation of rights, which is the card you want to lead with, because it's not hard once per turn, and it's just a searcher. So you want to activate your pre-preparation of rights, and you want to add Dawn of the Herald and Herald of Perfection. Next, you want to activate your Dawn of the Herald, send Benton to grave to special summon out your Herald of Perfection. Then you do Cyber Angel Benton Chainlink 1, Dawn of the Herald Chainlink 2. And with Benton here, you probably want to add, if we're going second, we want to get as many potential negates as possible. But I think we'll end up with 4 fairies in the grave, so we'll go for Christia. So what we want to do is then normal summon our Agent of Creation Venus, use its effect 3 times. If our opponent tries to negate it, we've got the Herald of Perfection here, and we can discard a Manju or a Benton. So let's get our 3 Shine Balls on the field. There you go. And from here, I'll just quickly shuffle, because we'll be doing this here, some sort of combo. From here, we can choose a few monsters to go into. So we can either go into our Borrowload or our Avermax. And you do that using the combo I showed before. So in this case, let's say we go into Borrowload. So we'll need to get 3 effect monsters on the field. So we'll get rid of 2 Mystic Shine Balls. And we'll want to go into a Hippo Shinnigan to open up the link arrows. And then we'll get rid of the last Shine Ball for, let's just say, an Imduck. It is also worth noting that you could just put the Herald of Perfection in attack mode and keep the Hippo Shinnigan depending on the board. But from here, we'll go into Borrowload Dragon. Then we'll special summon out Archlord Christia, and we'll add back this guy to hand. So now we've got Borrowload Dragon, which can steal any of your opponent's monsters. Your opponent cannot special summon, and you've got 3 negates. So that rounds up the last test hand that I'll do. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Next I'll do a tech option video to show you some of the different cards that you can put in the deck. So lastly, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.